again, and we're going to try playing a little bit more of Sherlock Holmes and the Devil's Daughter. I've already checked my audio levels, and I am going to just pop right into the game. I already have it running. I left it right where we left off, and I'm going to throw on my proper headphones, and let's see how this looks.
My analysis table. It's useful for my work.
Alright, so for me, the audio is a little bit high in the game, so headphone adjust here. Alright. People chatting outside, so a little bit loud in my headphones. Alright, there we go. Okay, so what do we have here? So we just finished up a case in which I guess that case doesn't show up here. In which I think it was Hearst, William Hearst, I think, turned out to be stalking Lord. I don't remember. Lord Marsh, imprecise character portrait. Well, that's going to be a common thing. Was hunting down Lord Marsh and the others of his hunting party, who were apparently, in addition to trying to take care of the poor, were absconding with a few of them and using them for sport, basically hunting them down. So that was kind of horrific, and we had a little bit of a moral dilemma at the end, which I spent way too much time on, but it was a lot of fun. So let's try to figure out where we're supposed to go next. So take part in the final of the lawn bowling tournament is our current task. And that's where the club's going to be, and I don't think I have anything else to monitor here. Our previous case is in fact closed, so we can't even really go back to it.
Appropriate for where we're going.
So clothing in effect does matter a bit. Now, I can't remember where the heck we do the where do we do clothing? Closet, maybe. Oh, hello. Sherlock Holmes is Dr. Reuben Fisher. Do you remember me? Well, you are a sorry excuse for a detective. You fail to understand why any of it was done. We chose the lesser evil for a greater, brighter future. We needed to sacrifice the few to help the majority. You'll remember these words one day. Sincerely, Dr. Reuben Fisher. And he was the assistant to Lord Marsh, was it? And clearly in cahoots by way of this letter. Clearly can't dodge that. Or, at the very, very least, maybe didn't know, I don't really buy that, but maybe didn't know, but then on discovering it decided to try to make excuses for his former boss, because we were forced to kill Lord Marsh, because that was the, this is mine, I think this is mine, or is this, I think that might be Watson's. I can't remember where to get clothing. I think it's here. Yes, here we go. Right, so we're not going to go in an overcoat today. They're apparently clean shaven. That's not how I left you. So we're going to go to... Can we do a casual suit? Or do we need a formal suit of some sort? Let's go with sportswear. Sportswear is okay. I can live with sportswear. So having done that, let's we are definitely not going with this. That's just nonsense. Going with the hat, because we have to have the hat. And we're gonna go with the glasses because that's the way I chose to represent my particular Sherlock. And I'm gonna go with the full and ridiculous beard. So this is basically, aside from the clothing, the character that I had last time. Face disguised. Oh. Am I considered disguised? How do I undisguise? Weak face disguise. I don't really want to be disguised as such. I didn't even notice that before. Well, we're going disguised then. Fine. Or what it considers to be, oh, I didn't want the top hat. Fix this immediately. Yes, I know this is trivial, but... And to the makeup table, please. We have to... We're having the proper deerstalker cap, Sherlock Holmes cap. Right, so... Let's boot it out of here. Let's see if we can get away with this. Can we get away with this? Alright, can we just travel there? We'll fast travel. I normally like walking places because I don't mind walking, but this is a stream and I already wasted enough time now. I don't think there's anything to deduce at this point, so... Right, into it we go.
Mr. Holmes, you played very well yesterday. I'm obliged to you, Sir Charles. I play many outdoor sports. That's the key to my success. My friend Dr. Watson has decided to join me. Really. Mr. Holmes, would you like to see the first prize? A rare stone Mayan quiche calendar.
Mayan quiche?
Indeed. Their legendary king, Tekun Uman, has his statue just behind you. Although this one is a cast metal copy.
That? Oh.
Well, since only members may enter the clubhouse, we have exhibited the calendar outside. Please, explore.
I will kindly do so. With enthusiasm, and gusto, and ridiculousness. Right.
Good luck, Holmes.
Yes, yes. Oh, well, let's...
The statue of Tekun Uman.
Much to read and much to see. Let us poke our nose into everybody's business.
The first prize, the Mayan quiche calendar.
Which will promptly be stolen before the end of the one.
It's a great fight. Did you see the first prize?
Or proven to be
I
a
lost the
fake.
quarterfinals, but the green was wet.
Hello.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Are you ready to begin the final game? I still need some time.
Yeah, we're not ready to move on to a new phase of things. Let's poke around and see if we can...
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad you are my opponent for the final. People call me Arthur the Invincible. So I wish you good luck.
I'm glad it's lawn bowling and not cricket, because I do not understand.
Arthur is in the final with you know who? Mr. Sherlock Holmes.
I should figure
How
out cricket, 'cause
exciting!
I see no reason why I shouldn't be able to understand it. I've just never taken the time.
What a beautiful day for November.
The statue...
Oh, yes, I've already been here. Well, it said I was supposed to explore, but it's not clear to me that I can really explore all that much. Let's be a little more thorough. Maybe we can find some... nowhere to go. Oh, hello, I can sneak by this way. Okay, that's fine. Let's boot it around the outside. Alright.
I'd like to win the Mayan calendar. It's a beautiful work of art.
Okay, so apparently some of them have things to say when you're standing near. Remarkably large number of background voices without anybody actually speaking when you're... That's really hard to make out. Okay, well. My ears aren't good enough to tease everything out of that. But we can go up here. So let's... Oh, and there's something we can poke around at.
Only club members have access.
And the reason this is stopping you, Mr. Holmes, is propriety? That doesn't sound like you. Really the exact opposite of you. Alright. Well, let's hello, can we... Yeah, let's take a look.
So, are you ready now?
Fair enough. You know what? Yes, let's do the thing.
Yes. Let's start the final.
Beat your opponent by landing bowls as close as possible to the white marker bowl. Okay. Pretty difficult lawn bowling. Okay. So hold that to zoom, that's fine. Aim and throw with that. Okay, so. It's a very weird mechanic because it had me clicking to release on the backswing, which is a little... I mean, it's great for sort of prepping for an animation, but... Alright, so we're gonna try a swing around here. So let's try to get a measure of this. So we are... I don't know, a handful of degrees to the right of the crossover point. Is a measure, so let's see what happens. That's not half bad. It's not half great either, but boo! Actually, I might be closer by a little bit. Alright, so we're going to go a little bit wider because I think that the curl of the inside of that arc is sort of pointing roughly the vector it's going to go by the end. So I'm going to try that and see if my guess is roughly correct. But the strength was about right. Ooh, I'll totally take that. A little bit less on the next throw. A little bit more inward. Oh, nice. Didn't beat me, but nice. Alright, so more inward and about the same amount of less. I know it's just a silly little game. Probably doesn't matter overly much, but I am kind of enjoying this a little bit absurdly. So I'm gonna come in a little bit more sharply there, a little bit harder, mostly because I don't want to hit my own ball terribly much. I'd love to know whether they're getting that seriously wicked English on the ball. It's not like bowling when you couldn't do it in bowling either, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Next rat. Alright. Oh, hello. We're going straight this time? Oh, this is just for the first ball. Alright. Okay, that one's going to be way out there. But I'm willing to bet that we can't actually leave the pitch. Or court, or whatever it is. So, be a little bit careful here. Fairly heavy, but not all the way maxed. Ooh, that'll guarantee me a solid point. I'll take it. Oh, you don't either, you ruffian. Alright, so we're going to try it this direction this time. No, that's not going to make it. Not nearly strong enough. Try this again. I need a lot more strength on it. There we go. That's probably almost out, actually. Okay, so one more try from this direction. A little bit less serious. Only a hair less serious. Oh no, totally weak, totally weak. Badly timed. Alright, let's take one more round, I guess. Let's do a shorter one this time, just for giggles. Oh, look at that, more or less dead center. Alright. Try that. That gonna be kind of hard to beat. Not impossible. Kind of waiting for the mystery to open up here. Ho, 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 ho. I believe, Arthur, that you have had it. That was gonna overshoot. Not my best throw. But that's alright. They're pretty good. A little bit weak. Oh, but look at that. Probably just squeaked past my opponent. I'll take 3. Alright.
Congratulations on your game, Mr. Holmes. Exceptional. The awards ceremony will be tomorrow morning. See you then to receive your prize of the calendar. I trust you will be there as well, Dr. Watson?
Unfortunately, I'll be unable to attend tomorrow. Duty calls.
Ah, what a pity.
Let's go home.
You alright?
My congratulations, Mr. Holmes.
Anybody else want to say
Those
hi?
little
Probably
sandwiches are
not.
delicious.
I was knocked out of the semi-finals. I couldn't believe it.
Alright. Enough's enough. Time to wander home. Unless you got something to say. Well, hello, hang on. We can...
This statue is made of metal.
Okay. What, incidentally? Oh, that's just around the back, of course. It came out that way. Alright, so... Let us wander. We're going back to 221B Baker Street. No idea if I actually have a genuine viewer or if that's just me. I'm going to actually turn off my own stream for a moment. I'm watching and see if that viewer count goes down. If you are in fact a genuine viewer, welcome. Don't get too many. That's very, very fun to have viewers. All right, so.
Oh, Daddy!
Hello, Mr. Bouvier.
Hello, Mr. Holmes.
Well, Caitlin?
Your costume!
Oh, don't you like it?
Oh, I do!
Caitlin, come on. Show some respect for your father.
All right, time to do a character profile. Now, a couple of things of note here. I don't have it on super hard mode, so I'm not timed for this, which is fine, because while that would make life interesting, and I might be able to cope with it, I'm going for a low stress kind of gaming experience this time around. Also, apparently Sherlock Holmes is a father in this one, by way of apparently causing the death of her actual father and then not telling her, which dubious, I suppose. But I don't really recall that in any of the original stories, but it's been a long time since I've read the original stories, so yeah. So we have to poke around to find out if we can deduce some things of interest. So either eccentric jewelry or occult item, don't know yet how to choose on that, so we're going to move forward. Any unusual buttons are broken? No. Okay, so love token visits a prisoner. Interesting, a prisoner. No ring, unmarried. So the prisoner is not not, at least at present, married to this person, if maybe she was. A family member, perhaps, or a really good friend. We'll have to find out. Oh, hello. The suicide attempt, most likely, although kind of a botched one. Okay. So we had two choices to make on the two other things that we can find out. One of which is this a cult? And the other of which is, are the cuts suicide? It'd be really weird for them to be accidental there, but not impossible. And hang on. That necklace said, "Sorry, love." So the person she visits gave her this. That suggests that they're trying to apologize for something they did to her or caused her pain. I'm gonna go with the cult item. I'm gonna go with suicide attempt. I mean, she seems jovial now, but the thing is, I don't know. I'm trying to deduce what these things could mean outside of that. Like, I can't zoom in or anything. I'm taking a look at that. I gotta validate observation, I guess. Okay. Alice is Sherlock Holmes. Oh, right, because she came over earlier. She's young and beautiful, and she seems to relate well to children, but she's still not married. The love token that she wears alludes to her connection with the criminal world. She suffered a difficult past. Her scars indicate that she survived a suicide attempt. Judging by her jewelry, she's interested in occult science, for loose definitions of science. She's young and beautiful. She seems to relate well to children, still not married. Now that's fine. That does explain why she interacted well with the young boy in the last chapter, because she came over. But I don't remember. I honestly don't remember from conversations that far back. And I can't go back into the dialogue. That's unfortunate. I can't remember from the conversations, and possibly I should have, as to whether or not she mentioned any sort of criminal undertaking or involvement. Sorry. But anyway, I guessed right. It was still a guess. I wish I could be more certain as to why I went that direction, but...
You know, Father, Miss Alice was telling me all about her travels. She has already toured the world with her own father.
Your daughter is exquisite.
And just to think that she was aboard the Orient Express when it was attacked. What a dream.
Indeed.
She's so creative and imaginative. And that reminds me, would you allow Caitlin to visit me, so that she can practice playing the piano?
That's interesting. I'm not sure why I should refuse. Okay. So I completed the character portrait, so I can't do anything that way. Okay, so this is interesting. I'm going to take a 2-second break, which I should have done earlier. I'm going to grab myself a little bit of water. And I'm wandering very far away from the computer. I'm not even bringing up the pause screen, because I'm only going to take a moment to get some nice water. As I ponder what to do about this, I don't really want to refuse at all. honestly don't know if my voice carried all the way through my apartment properly to be recorded by my microphone. My microphone is a little bit oversensitive, so it's quite likely. So I think under the circumstances, the thing that I'm going to go with is this, since I have to refuse for some reason.
It's very kind of you, but I decided that Caitlin should stop playing the piano.
Oh, Father, why did you say that?
Caitlin, we are neighbors. We'll meet again. Until then, I shall leave you with this book.
Not really where I wanted to go with that, but all right. Did catch the title of that book. All right, so what showed up here? So in the dialogue. It doesn't say what the book was in the dialogue, but that's all right. We'll cope. So, all right, this is getting ridiculous. You can't just take me out of the hat. You just can't. I'm not going to allow it. Just not having it. Not a bit of it. All right, so. Oh yes, I was gonna look up the plate, the Mayan calendar. Now, is that gonna be best suited to maybe history, Mayan civilization? The Mayan Empire, centered in the tropical lowlands, the region nowadays known as Guatemala, had reached the peak of its power and influence around the 6th century A.D. The Maya excelled at agriculture, pottery, hieroglyphic writing, calendar creation, and mathematics, leaving behind them an astonishing record of architecture and symbolic artwork. The principal nation of pre-conquest Guatemala was the Quiches. I'm going to presume that's how I pronounced that given the previous dialogue. My apologies to anybody who thinks otherwise. Also known as the Maya Quiches. The name of this people means many trees, taken from the forested highlands which they inhabited. Tekun Uman was the last ruler and the Quiches king who fought with his army against the Spanish conquerors in the Battle of Pinal, where his chest was fatally pierced by the sword of Don Pedro de Alvarado. According to the legend, even in death, Tekun Uman continued to protect his people. All right.
Here it is.
Okay. All right. So, amongst the things I have to do attend this award ceremony, I cannot speak today. My tang has been tungled. I shall. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this. Hop over to the club. Aha! Onward! Onward, onward.
The statue did it. It killed Zacharias.
Calm yourself now, Sir Charles. You've had a shock.
Here we go.
Let the police do their duty.
What can a mere inspector like you do about it? You don't know anything.
A mere inspector? Phew. And now here comes Mr. Holmes.
Lestrade, are you here to receive a prize as well?
Very amusing, Holmes. You can go home. The ceremony's been cancelled. We've got a murder scene here.
Of course
Really?
you do.
And to think I only came here for my prize.
I know, Holmes. I saw your name on the list of finalists. So go away.
You're not going to congratulate me.
What? Do you really think I'm that naive? You turning up out of the blue and then bam, a murder? There's a surprise.
Oh, you're making a spectacle of yourself, Lestrade. Let's just pretend that I'm a simple consultant, your humble assistant.
Oh, all right then. A club member, Mr. Zacharias Greystoke, was killed at around 4 in the morning. There. Now don't mess around.
I promise that I won't, Inspector. What do you make of the facts?
It's quite clear. The murderer intended to steal the Mayan calendar. He was caught by Zacharias Greystoke. He then took up the first weapon that came to hand, the statue's spear, and killed Greystoke. Then he fled, just as Sir Charles was coming out of the club. Unfortunately, we've been unable to find any trail beyond the club's wall. It's as if the murderer vanished into thin air. Well, take a look for yourself.
All right.
Did you search the clubhouse?
What for? The murder took place outside.
Okay, this Lestrade is a bit of an idiot, which is unfortunate.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
Apparently not. All right.
The iron mounting rod is broken.
All right. Fair enough. Scratches.
The surface is damaged.
Okay. Oh, yeah. How do I... Alright, so super close in vision is not helping me here. Hello? What do we have here?
Pieces from the pedestal. Pieces...
Yeah, so pieces. That's fine.
A piece of the statue's mounting rod.
Okay. Ah, there we go.
Traces of metal on stone.
Traces of metal on stone.
Traces of metal on stone.
As if dragged, but okay. Okay. That's a thing. Apparently I...
What a spectacular season.
But I don't think anything terribly important to be deduced from this particular board. So aside from a little bit of ego stroking, let's move on, shall we? Yes, I know there's a body. I should probably actually get to the body. And I can't jump in this game. So before I get to the body, I want to boot it around here. Hello, why is it telling me... Oh. Oh.
Scratches on the stone.
Okay, that's interesting. I think I might have had a T over on the other side as well. See, it's suggesting that I do the T thing here, but I'm not entirely sure why.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
Okay, did anybody else hear that? Oh, hello. Hello.
A broken branch. Somebody jumped into the tree and then over the wall.
Okay, that's what I needed to see there. Make another pass through here. I'm probably using that a little more often than I strictly need to, but they can't hurt, right?
Sir Charles, are you able to tell me in detail what happened?
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Well, to prepare for the awards ceremony, I decided to spend the night here at the club. I was sitting alone at my desk when I suddenly heard a loud, metallic sound and a terrible shout. I hurried outside and I found the body of Zacharias. And I swear it, I saw the statue of Tekun Uman running away.
May I go in the
Backwards.
clubhouse?
It's members only. I cannot authorize anyone unless that person has a written warrant from the police.
Well, that's rude.
Sir Charles, where did the Mayan calendar come from?
It was donated anonymously. We received it shortly before the tournament, with a letter asking that it be awarded to the winner.
Because somebody donates it. The intent on causing the party so that certain people would be invited and perhaps the perpetrator could be at the party. Most likely, I would expect in the guise of being the statue and already holding a spear, maybe. Although the damage to the pedestal is a lot.
Is the calendar valuable?
Not really. It has historical value, of course. But to be truthful with you, Mr. Holmes, it isn't worth very much.
Did you know the victim?
Yes, of course. It was Zacharias Greystoke. He was a club member and an excellent bowler.
But why was he here so early in the morning?
Oh, I don't know.
You saw the statue running?
It was dark, but yes, I'm sure of it. It was running, and it was making the most horrible metal sound as it did so. And can't you see, the pedestal is now empty.
Alright, time to see if I can think out a profile on this. So sort of, I guess, wanting to pretend to be a little bit more important than he was, but not necessarily terribly wealthy. Maybe down on his luck, maybe needing money. Could be involved in some sort of monetary scam, perhaps. Ex-military, though. And married. Okay. Sorry, it's cycling in a slightly odd way. Harrison's annual meeting. No, don't know yet. Political symbol. All right. I'm gonna say oh, hello. No, I don't think I can. Alright. There's an awful lot of politics in this game. I don't think that's a coincidence. If he's willing to fake having like expensive jewelry, the reason to do so is to appear to be more important than you are, which means that you want to get into places that have a certain sort of classist sort of barrier, which suggests that he's at least socially active, probably politically active, and there's quite a bit of politics in this already, so it's a guess, gamble. All right. Sir Charles Yellingham is the manager of the London Archaeological Institute's bowling club. He was formerly a soldier with the prestigious infantry, a married man. Sir Charles appears to be rich, but his wealth is superficial. He is politically engaged with the Tory party, and he seems to have an active social life. Hey, I'll take it. All right. Okay, let's actually go take a look at the body at this point.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
Yes, I'd like to be able to get into the freaking clubhouse.
If I believe Lestrade, this Mayan calendar was the reason behind the murder.
Let's look at the body.
This spear came from the statue on the pedestal. This spear...
Okay. Okay, so I can turn it.
The case is scratched and dented.
Okay, so a family heirloom, possibly. Doesn't... Oh, hello. Alright.
Tissot watch, Swiss, 1855. This watch is valuable and old. It's been through a great deal.
So, this wasn't about a straightforward and outright theft. But it did also have time on it. So, 8:45.
Tissot watch, Swiss, 1855. This watch is valuable and old. It's been through a great deal.
Alright, so not a simple robbery, so that's fine. I didn't really expect that to be the case anyway. No, let's get out of that. Nope, back in please.
Zacharias' folder with some documents.
Is there anything of importance about the documents themselves? No, so not a theft of information either. But again, that's not necessarily something... Oh, hello.
Money was left inside the wallet.
Again, not a theft, but I want to pull that back out again.
Money was left inside the wallet.
Stratford upon Avon, Old Bank. Banknotes.
Money was left inside the wallet.
I don't know enough about the currency of the era, but I don't... Yeah, anyway, let's, This is really not...
Dry leaves. They make a noise. Zacharias probably walked across them. Dry...
Okay. Not sure if the dry leaves tell us much unless somebody didn't hear them. Alright, so... The only reason for the statue to have appeared to walk off, aside from the it was possessed, which makes no sense, is, again, maybe the person taking the guise of being a statue, but the twisted metal suggests that the costume, as it were, had to be at least partially actually metal and maybe bolted to the thing. So, in order to get off the pedestal, had to damage the pedestal and probably had to drag around a chunk of the costume, which would also possibly explain the scratches.
Scratches on the stone.
Also might explain the damage to the wall, assuming that that's new. Definitely might explain the yeah, we're not going to be allowed in here.
Only club members have access.
Yeah, bite me. Alright, I think that's all we're going to be able to get from in here, at least for the moment. I was thinking the reason that Lestrade was being a bit of an idiot is, I mean, search the clubhouse, for crying out loud. Now, I know there's a lot stronger sort of social resistance to interfering with private clubs in that way. Again, a bit classist and all that. But, I mean, hey, look, it's a murder investigation. Why are we not investigating the clubhouse? Because If they escaped and left no trace, the obvious place to look would be in the clubhouse, at least for maybe...
What did the police say? Do you know anything?
No.
And what about the statue?
No idea yet. I imagine the thief must have taken it somehow.
Right, so they were thieves, and they were very well equipped?
Yes, must have been. Then there's also Sir Charles's version, but
Please, go on.
he said this morning that he was alone at his desk when he heard a shout. He went outside and saw Greystoke lying on the ground, and believe it or not, he said that there was no one else on the green that night but the statue itself running away.
You mean that the statue might have killed the victim? Interesting.
Absurd, more like. Besides, it was dark and foggy.
So, somewhat like your version, then.
Okay, so... the question is, I don't recall where the statue...
The statue of Takunu Man.
You know what? Let's start poking around a little bit in the notes. Well, there is near to the clubhouse. Yes, bite me. I got the interrogate witnesses. Well, I'll have to interrogate more witnesses. That's fine. So let's check out the club. So this is with Lestrade. This is with Sir Charles. All right. Actually, let's go back to here. So. Mikey, the legendary king had his statue just behind you. Oh, this one is a cast metal copy. Alright, so cast metal, possibly hollow. But not really any indication of where it came from. So that doesn't help exactly.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Yes, and I'd like you to let me in the clubhouse. Hello. Let's talk to Charles one more time.
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
Not really concerned with your reputation there, bud.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
Yeah, can I actually get over the wall? I'd like to get over the wall. And that just lets me leave, so that's of no help. Can I talk to... No.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Traces of metal and stone.
It'd definitely be interesting if it were like metal paint or something. Or flimsy bits of metal. Okay. Let's go back into the conversation. Greystoke, was he on the list? Hold the phone. Okay, hang on. One more. See, now here's the question. If Zacharias Greystoke was a club member and an excellent bowler, why was he not on this list? Maybe he just wasn't as good as everyone else, but...
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
And I say, again.
If I believe Lestrade, this Mayan calendar was the reason behind the murder.
Alright, I don't know who else to investigate, and I think I may just have to end up going back to Baker Street. But I'm going to go over this place with a fine-tooth comb. Well, I'm not sneaking up there, apparently. I think I may just have to head back to Baker Street and try to piece some stuff together there, maybe? My task list says investigate the crime scene and interrogate the witnesses. I'm not sure what else I can investigate, although... Alright.
A broken branch. Somebody jumped into the tree and then over the wall.
To be fair, that'd be a hell of a jump.
Scratches on the stone. Traces of metal on stone.
One more chat with Lestrade, I think.
You're still here?
Oh, you're a pest.
I need to finish here first.
Okay, okay, so officially, I have missed something. Made any deductions yet? I had to check that to see if the thing that I was missing was maybe in there. The game's been pretty good about hinting, though, that I should go poke around in there.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
But there just isn't anybody else to interrogate. Am I missing a thing?
A murder at my club. What a disaster for our reputation.
This could end up being a very short stream because I'm kind of lost. Can I actually climb up here? Don't think I can. No, alright.
What a spectacular... What?
Alright, back to the body, because I've missed the thing.
Zacharias' folder with some documents. These drawings represent the Mayan symbols. All valuables were left on the victim. The
Yeah.
strike was powerful and well aimed.
Ah, okay. See, that's what somehow I did not trigger that. Alright, so, imagination talent helps you visualize objects and events useful in deductions. Alright, so...
No, it wasn't like that.
Alright, so I gotta piece together arrangements, so... Alright, so... That's one. that's 2. That's 3. That's 4. And then this is 5. Except, are there sequence bits that happen over here? I don't have to extend the sequence this far. So let's watch this sequence.
No, it wasn't like that.
Alright. Slight modification of this then. Statue did not run away until after he was spotted, so Sakurai steps on the leaves. Statue throws spear. Zacharias is felled. Sherlock Holmes gets trapped by the Geo. Sir Charles emerges from the club because he actually saw the statue jump down and run away.
It looks as if Zacharias was killed the moment he approached the calendar, and killed by the spear from Takunuman's statue that jumped from its stand and escaped over the wall.
Okay. Right, so it appears that Mr. Graystoke was killed by the spear from Takunuman's statue. The statue proceeded to tear itself from the stand and escape over the wall. Okay. Right, so having done that...
Well, Holmes, your conclusions as my consultant?
My conclusions are approximate to Sir Charles's testimony.
Oh dear, you think the statue did it?
Everything points to the fact that the spear was thrown from the pedestal, and Mr. Greystoke appeared not to notice the killer.
Indeed. The journalists will be ecstatic about your version.
I would like to examine the victim and take a look at his belongings.
Oh, you've amused me at least, Mr. Holmes. Very well. I'll grant you authorization for the examination at Scotland Yard, but nothing more.
Alright. Alright, so that's fine. Let's actually pop over to Scotland Yard. I'm totally on board with doing that. Taking a quick move to see if anybody is trying to ping me somewhere. And nobody wants to contact me. That's fine. Just keeping an eye on various lines of communication. So.
Thank you for coming so quickly, Watson. Lestrade already has the victim's body in the autopsy room.
Release him, please.
I'm always
He's not
ready to help
guilty.
anytime,
Calm
Holmes.
down, dear.
I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
Excellent. Taking a look around. Missing diamond earrings.
Bobby, they will find the
Really detailed artwork. Like, this is literally readable text. Very high density, very lovely textures. Really has some mood. I'm half inclined to actually try to read some of that.
Mr. Holmes?
Sir? Officer?
There's no need to disturb Lestrade for the time being.
No, I don't suppose that. I don't suppose there is. Down to the morgue with us. Alright. See what we can find out.
Red eye. It looks like a serious infection.
Conjunctivitis is the same thing the kid had.
It was a powerful throw. The spear pierced right through the body. These scars are old.
But not, you know, like suicide scars or anything like that. It's more like animal attack?
This is where the spear entered the body. The murderer aimed for the heart. The weapon must have been thrown by a strong and skilled person.
Okay.
The coroner mentions in his report some specific cardiac and digestive system damage. Traces of alcohol were found in the stomach. Apparently Zacharias had been drinking before his death.
Be a bit of an alcoholic.
Traces of alcohol were found in the stomach. Apparently Zacharias had been drinking. The coroner mentions in his report.
Okay. That's probably it.
I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
Aren't you the doctor? How about you do the autopsy? Alright. Okay, so that's it for that. I really need to do now then is to look over his belongings, which are not in here. Okay, how do I get to the items room? In here, I guess. Okay.
This spear came from the statue on the pedestal.
Right. Oh, I should use the T
This
thing
spear came from the
downstairs.
statue
I'll
on the
do that in a
pedestal.
minute.
Tissot watch.
Guess we already know that.
An ordinary pencil. Money was left inside the wallet. Money was left...
Yeah, we kind of already knew that, too.
Oh, Zacharias had already translated some symbols.
Right, so we'll take a look at that then.
I'm always ready to help anytime, Holmes.
Yes, but I'm doing all the work, so get out of my way. Quick boot it back downstairs. It's probably unlikely there's anything more, but I should double check. No. Also no. Alright. Alright, let's take a look at these notes. Mayan dictionary. Those scars, I don't think, had anything Mayan about them, specifically. Am I effectively done with the investigation of his body? No. At least it claims I'm not done. What have I not twigged onto here?
Money was... This spear came...
Hang on, no, I want to look at that.
The Mayan calendar. Here's a chance to have a closer look.
There we go.
Interesting. What are the symbols here? I'll need to redraw them. I could use this dictionary to translate the calendar's glyphs. They are the symbols that were drawn on the Mayan calendar. The papers from Zacharias' folder. They can help us to translate the Mayan message.
Alright, saved. Exit anyway? No. No, do not do that, please. No, I really don't want to. Okay. Guess I can go in there and change it afterward, though. It's a weird and bizarre interface. Alright. I don't really have any duplicate symbols, so... This is going to be super boring, but makes me super excited, so there we go. We at least have to get these matched up. I'm going down, and this is meant to be right across, but it's alright. Cursed to be anyone. Do. To disturb, probably. The sacred. Probably temple. To me, a fate. Not quite sure yet. No, that's not right. Well, so cursed to be anyone who to disturb sacred temple. statue. Only the chosen to have mercy. Okay, so let me see if I can read this out in a colloquial way. Cursed is anyone who disturbs the sacred temple to meet death by the sealed statue. Only the chosen to have mercy. So only a specific chosen person will not be killed by the statue. See, Risen Master. To be awarded. Yeah. Curse. Weak doesn't really work. To be. Anyone who disturbs a sacred temple makes sense to me. To meet a fate is possible. To meet a fate. Yeah, to me, to meet death is more appropriate to what's actually happened. Meet death by the risen master, risen statue, sealed statue is the thing that makes most sense to me.
I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details.
Okay. Fly doesn't make any sense. I suppose we'd try Risen Master.
I don't think so. I should pay...
Sealed Master? So now I'm guessing.
No, I think I've missed something here.
Yeah. Suppose that could be to find.
No, I think I've missed something here. No, I think I've missed something here.
Suppose it could be to be awarded the sealed statue.
I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details.
Yeah, but I'm not sure what details I'm sort of meant to...
No, I think I've missed something here. I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details. think I've missed something here.
Who's to be? Anyone. Exit the sacred temple. Could be first to exist. Anyone to find a sacred temple, illuminated village, illuminated home. Only chosen to have mercy.
I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details.
I don't know what details I'm supposed to have picked up here. Alright. So let's say yes. So
They are the symbols that were drawn. The papers from Zacharias' folder. They can help us to translate the Mayan message.
except it really can't. Like there's some piece of information I'm missing. Need to find out some knowledge. Unless this is somehow fissures.
this spear came from the... They are the papers from Zacharias' folder. They can help us to translate the Mayan message.
Alright, let's see if on second perusal I somehow managed to do it differently. I think the symbols are all unique, though. Yeah. Trixie it is. Unless one of these symbols is somehow reversed. Missing just one. Cursed to appear to anyone to disturb the sacred temple. No idea.
I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details.
But I don't know what details there are to pay attention to. I have lost the plot somehow.
No, I think I've missed something here.
Oh, there's only about, what? 2 to the power of 12-ish possible combinations? Not exactly, some of them. Some of them have 3. It's actually worse than that. last one being to fly just doesn't make any sense in this context. Or is a sealed statue. Only the chosen to have mercy.
No, I think I've missed something here.
Yes. Yes, I have. I just don't know what it is. It's very annoying. Hate to be anyone to disturb the sacred temple.
I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details. No, I think I've missed...
All chosen and all God doesn't make any sense. Only chosen kind of does. Every chosen maybe.
No, I think I've missed something here. I don't think so.
Now I'm just randomly clicking.
I don't
This is
think
not a good
so.
sign.
I should pay more attention
Means
to
that I'm
details.
getting a combination of frustrated and lost.
No, I think I've missed something here.
Sacred home?
No, I think I've missed something here. No, I think... No, I think I've missed something here.
Cursed to appear to anyone to disturb the sacred temple.
No, I think I've missed something here. No, I think I've missed something here.
Cursed to appear.
No. I don't... don't think so. No, I think I've missed something here. No, I think I've missed something here.
There's a statue. There's a master.
No, I think I've missed something here.
I have hit a wall. And I'm not sure where to get additional information. Okay.
No, I think I've missed...
Alright. Okay, so the next thing that I can try is to head back to Baker Street. In the meantime, open some deduction. To the murder search. Alright, so. None of these really seem to connect to each other. Arthur was killed in the direction of the pedestal. None of that's really doing anything for me. There's a thing I'm missing. I'm not
My
sure
archive. I can always consult with it.
No, and it's not going to let me look at that because it's not sort of necessary to what I'm like.
My analysis table. It's useful for my work.
Blarg. All right then. So, I am going to have to sit on this and think because I don't know how to arrange
Who chased his own
that.
tail again? I should walk with you more often.
That's so cute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this down for the evening because it's 9 p.m. in the evening my time, and I've got work tomorrow. I could do with some good sleep, but I'm going to give this some thought. I don't know what to do at this point other than keep trying combinations until something sticks, and that's not a very satisfying way to get through this. Yeah. The biggest problem, yeah, I don't have a specific thing that is helping me choose, and it's not very satisfying to just waffling on an answer. It's kind of cheesing it. There doesn't appear to be a specific avenue for me to pursue more knowledge just yet, so I have to sit on this and see if I can reason out which direction to go with this. In any case, I'm glad you could join me for this game. I'm going to give this some thought. I have hit the not quite 2-hour mark, but this will be a shorter session. I will see if I can figure out what I'm missing. Don't know how I'm going to do that. Stepping away from the computer, but so be it. Thanks for joining me. This is Code Weaver. I will see you in the next stream.